the Spanish keyboard to a ThinkPad x380 Yoga. These are our teacher computers here, and we can add the Spanish keyboard so then we can use these shortcuts to type all the special characters in Spanish. The first thing we need to do is go down to our search bar right here and start typing add a language. As soon as we have this system settings, add a language to this device pop up, we're going to click on that. Now we're in our language settings. We need to go down here, and right now our only language installed is English. So we need to add a preferred language. So we're going to click on this plus sign, and then we're going to type in the search box Spanish. We want to add the Español España, which is the Spanish for Spain. So we're going to scroll down until we find that. So this is the language we're going to install, or the keyboard we're going to install on this device. The reason we're choosing the Español España version of Spanish is because it matches the shortcuts on the student Chromebooks. So then you'll be using the same shortcuts as your students. So we're going to click on this, and then we're going to click Next. And then we do not want to set it as my display language. What this will do is it'll change the whole language of our computer. So don't check this box here, and we're going to click Install. Now we just have to wait for it to install, and this might take a few minutes. It could take longer. It just depends on the speed of your computer. Now that my Spanish keyboard has finished installing, I can check to make sure that it's working. So on the teacher computers, you're going to hold the Windows icon and click the space bar to toggle or to switch between the Spanish and the English keyboard. In the bottom right hand corner down here, you'll see which keyboard is on. So if I press the Windows icon and the space bar, it's going to switch to the English computer. If I press it again, it'll switch back to Espanol. I can also click here and click between the two, but this shortcut will really save you time as you're typing. Now I'm going to practice the Spanish shortcuts on my computer. So using this table, I can see the shortcuts for vowels. I'm going to press or click the apostrophe plus the vowel. Ñe is just the semicolon. Capital Ñe is shift in the semicolon. So I'm going to go back to a Google Doc, and I'm just going to practice these. So if I press the apostrophe and A, it should give me an A with an accent. The very first time it might not work just because your computer is catching up with you using a different keyboard, but it should work the second time for sure. So if I press apostrophe and A, it's going to give me an A with an accent. If I press the space bar and it's the first thing I've typed, it's going to give me the capital. So I can do this with all of the vowels in Spanish to get a vowel with an accent. Just to get an Ñe, I press the semicolon. To get a capital Ñe, I press Shift and the semicolon. So you can follow these shortcuts in order to get all the special characters for Spanish. The @ sign is a little bit more complicated. We have to press Control plus Alt plus the number 2, and that will give you the @ sign. A few notes about these shortcuts. They will not work for students when they're in lockdown browsers, so you still need to provide the accents on any questions that you want them to type with an accent. Also, typing a word in Skyward with an accent will not show up correctly, so I'd encourage you not to type anything with special characters in Skyward. Feel free to share, post, or print this page 5 for your students. Again, the accents are going to be the same for you on your teacher computer as they are for your students on their Chromebooks. And you can switch between those two easily using the Windows icon and the spacebar.